Can your EGR pressure sensor not get it up? Can't get it hard on anymore? Well, Chris is going to show you some codes and how to troubleshoot it.
Hey!
So this is HEAVYlite with Chris and Rachel, where Chris explains to you.
It's actually HEAVYlite with Rachel and Chris.
Oh, okay.
A little factoid coming at you.
So it's actually HEAVYlite with Rachel and Chris, where Chris explains how to fix heavy machinery, and I sit here looking very bored. We are cartoons this time to change it up.
Yeah.
I put on lipstick, and Chris and I told me we were not going to be in the video, that we were going to be cartoons. So I'm sitting here fully dolled up for no one to see.
All right, let's get right into it.
This is a bulldozer?
This is not a bulldozer. This is a mini excavator. This is a TB260. All right, so here's the deal. TB260 came in. It's got a warning light. This is a Takeuichi. It's another Japanese machine. Smaller. They build a bunch of compact equipment. So watch. Boom, it died. That's a bad sign right there.
Bad sign.
Yeah, so if you're pulling in the arm, trying to get the hydraulics to relief, it should have no problem. This one?
Be smooth like butter. You operate it with these little nut sacks things that's in front of you. Like you pull it up and down. What are those
What are
things?
you talking about?
Those little nut sacks things. Go back. What are these things? Don't you lift this up? The little nut sacks.
These are not nut sacks.
Oh.
These are levers. They're the travel levers. You pull them forward or reverse to go forward or reverse. What do we got here, people?
Low voltage.
Okay, read the full code.
EGR, high pressure side sensor fault. In parentheses, low voltage.
Yeah.
It can't get it up.
It is not good enough voltage. But either way, this is basically come down to an electrical problem with the sensor. And this what I'm going to show you can go with almost any sort of pressure sensor and even some temp sensors too. Let's check it out.
Some temp temperatures though, not always.
Yeah, some temp sensors.
Sensors. You gotta say the correct pronunciation. Sensors.
Yeah, it's typically so. What I've seen with sensors and different manufacturers, you have low voltage, high voltage,
medium voltage, sideways voltage,
and
down voltage.
I haven't seen one of those yet, but it's mainly low and high. That's the main ones you see. You can see abnormal voltage,
abnormal,
erratic,
dysfunctional.
Yeah. So whenever I'm trying to like fix anything, I always try to think about the flow, especially when we're talking about electricity.
We're not talking about amp flow. Only girls will get that joke. If you're a girl, you'll get it.
Yeah.
My Aunt Flo's in town right now.
It's always in town, people. So anytime I'm dealing with electricity issues or hydraulic issues, this is kind of my go-to thought, is to always think about the flow of electricity, or in hydraulics, obviously the flow of the fluid. So I think about where it starts. This is where it starts, right here. 5 volts.
I gotta admit, your job is so boring.
Boom. Man, you know, I wish it was a better color. Let's go with green.
Are you for real?
Yeah, so green, this is where it starts. And this is the way the electricity is flowing. So it's going this way. Meow. Meow. Right? So it doesn't matter what's inside of here, honestly. This is what I'm going to picture, though. This is a resistor. I said, it doesn't matter if there's a true resistor in here. This is the way I see what's going on. Alright, so this is the load of this circuit right here, right? Now, in order for anything to be a circuit, what must it do?
Have wires.
No, it must be completed.
Ask me again, okay.
What was it? God dang, I hate it when you do that because I always forget. In order for a circuit to be a circuit, what does it need to be?
Completed.
No, hold on. In order for a circuit to be a circuit, what's needed?
Completed.
Yeah, I guess.
What did you say?
Forgot, honestly. That was terrible.
You need some of those brain pills.
So let's complete this circuit here. Yeah. He says, I want to go home. Yay, I'm home, Daddy. Yay, yay. So are we seeing what I got right here?
I have no idea what the hell you just drew or what's going on.
This is the circuit completed. So in this case, it's 5 volts, right? 5 volts. The computer will send out 5 volts. And right here, you know how many volts you'll have? 0. For a good system. So what color should we choose here?
Oh, Chris, are you for real?
Right. So this is where we need to be checking. This is our high side. Just this high. Yeah. Right. Oh, hey, Purple Haze. That's pretty good. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. All right, so either way, so the main thing is that this is my signal. Is there a way to type? That would have been better, actually. Okay, so this is the signal. This is the most important thing when it comes to codes and telling the ECM what is actually going on with this machine. At the beginning of our circuit, we're going to have all voltage, right? We're going to have 5 volts, and we're going to have 0 volts right here after we're done with the resistance, right?
Right.
So whatever is going on inside of that pressure, the actual physical motion of that sensor that's going to change the resistance in there is going to change the voltage.
You used to teach, did you teach like this? Because this is like very dull. Like, how could anybody keep
Shut
up?
So here's the thing. This is how I visualize it. It has nothing, like I said, it has nothing to do with what's actually going on. But this is what I visualize. This is the guy. This signal is basically in a parallel universe. He says, I'm doing my own thing. He says, honey, I don't need no man to tell me what to do.
What voice is that?
Honey, girl. This is the other one. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I do what I want. All right, so this is how every single sensor works. If it's 3 wires, typically you won't have the second signal. This is just 2 sensors built in one, right? Are we following, people? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Here we go. Let me draw you
the
wheel
with the drawing
of death.
Of the stuff.
This is how you should think about the signals. The wheel or the triangle of death.
That's just a little FYI. And he has the nerve to go back and get another shade. Now he's coloring it. Like, what are you doing?
All right, so to 5. So this is 0 volts all the way to 5 volts. So anything in between 0.25 volts and 4.75 volts will typically not throw a code for a high voltage or low voltage error code.
That's when those sideways, upways, downways codes come in, like I was talking about. That I see all the time.
All right, so either way, so anything less than 0.25 volts will give you a low voltage error code. Anything higher than 4.75 volts will give you a
high.
Look at that. That's pretty good. High voltage error code, not high signal. If I have a good sensor, I should see something between 0.25 to 4.75.
This is
on
a normal sensor.
On a 5 volt reference sensor, I would expect 0.25 to 4.75 volts. At the purple, I would expect the same. But in this case, I know I have a code, so I'm probably going to expect less than 0.25, probably about 0. That's just what I'm going to expect.
I'm expecting 3 at the yellow, 2 at the purple. That's what my personal.
Okay, then that's your fault. You're going to screw it all up. So just, this is like I said, take this with you for any sort of sensor. This is it. As long as it kind of has these same basic things, 5 volts, grounds, and then your signal wires. Remember, at the sensor, you will have 5 volts. If you don't have 5 volts, figure out why you don't have 5 volts. Start there. Here at the ground wire.
Started from the bottom. Now we here.
Either way, at the ground wire you should have 0 volts. All right, and at your signal wire, if you have 1 or 2, if you got 55 signal wires, you should have 0.25 to 4.75. That was the meat and potatoes. All right, let's take a couple of phone calls. All right, caller.
Wait a minute. What the hell? Since when did we start taking calls?
Caller 1, you are on the air.
Hey man, can you explain more about that triangle of death?
Yeah, sure. It's just a triangle of death, man. Refer to the earlier part of this video. I think this is all the time we have for today.
You didn't even finish my question.
We're going to pause it here. Tune in next time to the stunning conclusion
of HEAVYlite with Rachel and Chris.
Yeah. Where we figure out what's wrong with this Takeuichi. Yeah.
And a surprise guest.
Who?